Hi guys, how you doing? My name is Crystal and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is Thursday. It looks like it's going to be a nice day. There's brief sunshine outside. I'm at my home in Rochester. Alexa, good morning.
Good morning, and a happy birthday to the jukebox. The first one was installed in San Francisco back in 1889. The two most popular songs of its first 100 years were Crazy by Patsy Cline and Hound Dog by Elvis Presley. Whoever put that song on so many times ain't no friend of mine.
Right guys, so I've made my cup of coffee and I'm up and I'm ready to go. Alexa, what's the time please?
Good morning, Crystal. The time is 8:49 a.m.
Alexa, what's the day today? Alexa, what date is it?
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Alexa, what's the day today?
I don't know that one.
Oh my goodness me. Alexa, what date is it today?
I don't know that one.
She does. Alexa, what's the date today?
It's Thursday, the 23rd of November.
I told you, she does know, so I think she's winding me up in the morning. Alexa, what's the weather like in Rochester?
Right now in Rochester, England, it's 10 degrees Celsius with partly sunny skies. Today's forecast has intermittent clouds, with a high of 13 degrees and a low of 6 degrees.
Alexa, whose birthday is it today?
Today's famous birthdays include American singer, songwriter and actress Miley Cyrus, United States Senator from New York Chuck Schumer, British automotive engineer Ross Brawn, 53rd President of Venezuela Nicolas Maduro, and French actor Vincent Cassel.
Right guys, so it is Thursday morning, start of a brand new day. The sun is out here in Rochester and later on I'm going to take my dog for a walk. I've not been feeling very great since I last visited my mother a few Saturdays ago. I've been feeling depressed, down, isolated and thoroughly fed up. But I am trying to put a smile on my face and get up and enjoy life, because we're not here long on this planet. So this morning I got up at 7:30 and then I thought, oh my god, and I laid back down for another half an hour and I got up, tidied up, fed my pets, got dressed, do everything you do in the morning before you go out, and here I am now. Last night I'm basically just getting on with things. I'm being myself, right? I'm not mad, I'm completely normal, as in the fact that I sit in my flat, I watch telly, I listen to the radio, I do my writing, I do my YouTube videos, and I don't do mad, stupid things, right? So it's quiet. I'm a quiet person. When I was a kid and a teenager, when I was suffering, things, I would go up into my bedroom and I would write. I would write poetry. I would write what was going on, how I was feeling at the age of 14 and 15. And I would just get on with things. Now, my dad, right, I'm going to talk openly about things. He's dead. My dad was abusing me at the age of 10 and 11. Abusers threaten you. They say, right, if you tell somebody, I'm going to kill you, right? They do that. They terrorise you into keeping your mouth shut. When I was 15 and I was going to school, I suffered severe depression. Really severe depression. I was 14, 15, Other kids were allowed to have normal lives, normal boyfriends, going out on dates, going to the cinema, and I wasn't. And immediately you stick out, don't you? You stick out at school because you can't do this, you can't do that, I can't take children round to my parents and all that kind of thing. So I stood out like a sore thumb. So I was going through a depression at 15. One of my teachers tried to help, and I was sent to London to see a lady like counsellor, and I told my dad I was seeing the counsellor for my shyness. I had to tell him something, but I wanted to go and see this counsellor so that I could get some help. Now, doctors, nurses, counsellors, if a teenager or a child or even an adult tells them something of a delicate nature which needs reporting to the police, they should do that. But they never did in my case. None of the doctors, none of the counsellors reported what I was saying to the police or anything. So when someone tells you, if you tell, it's all going to be all right, someone's going to help you, that wasn't in my case. That didn't happen. It was ignored and shoved under the carpet. So I used to go up on the train from Sydenham Hill, something like that, up to London, and then I would go to see a counsellor. Now, I went to this counsellor 2 or 3 times. I opened up to the counsellor, I told her what was going on, and then all of a sudden, my dad, my father, he collars me after coming back from a session, collars me, he grabs me and he says, I don't want you to, this is after I told my counsellor what had been going on, he went, I don't want you to see the counsellor anymore, you're going to have to stop going. I went, oh, but no, you're gonna tell her you don't want to go anymore. And that is exactly what I did. But that was after I told the counsellor what had been going on. So you see, I can't. You see, it's all been covered up since I was a young child. And now the effects of what abusers do to victims lives with them for the rest of their lives. I'm not weird, I'm not strange, I'm just like reserved and I keep myself to myself. I don't trust anybody. And that's not madness, that is me protecting myself. Do you understand? I hope people understand that. That when a member of your family abuses you and you lose your trust in everyone. So I just wanted to tell my story. I just wanted people to know that I even exist. Because I've always felt invisible. I'm not one that pushes myself to be the centre of attention. I never have been. My mum is a character. She's eccentric. She pushes herself forward. She'll rush outside and talk to the neighbours. She'll make herself heard. I'm totally different from that. And I don't want to act like my mother. My dad was abusing me. I'm not mad, and he was taking me to places and abusing me as an adult, when all I wanted was to see my children, to get my flat back and get on with my life. My father was abusing me down here in Medway, and he was allowed to do it, and people knew that I wasn't his wife. They knew he wasn't my dad, my husband. I would go into Tesco's with my father, and they knew who my mother was because they'd seen her before. So he'd take me into somewhere like Tesco's, and he would walk me around like his wife, and sometimes we would argue because I would stipulate that I would go to the counter, and one of the staff members would say to me, hasn't your partner got lovely hair? And I would turn around and say that is not my partner, that is my father, my dad. And then my dad would snipe at me and tell me to shut the fuck up and just get on with it. I don't want my life to be made out to be like I'm an old lady, a mad, scatty old lady. I'm not. I don't want to live the rest of my life carrying on this shit where they're taking the piss, laughing at me, and trying to get me with old men more relevant to my mother's age. Because she's lost her husband, I've lost my dad. I'm sick of it. So I sit in my flat, quiet each night, on my own, because I've been typecast into this crap that I have to live in. On my own, solitary. I had a conversation with someone on Plenty of Fish last night. It sounded like my mother talking to me. It actually did. I thought I was having a conversation with my mother on a dating site. Seriously. They start the conversation like, why don't you put a picture of your cat? Why don't you put a picture of your cat? I mean, you want to go on a date with somebody. Why don't I put a picture of my cat on my profile? I just want someone to go out for a coffee with, have a chat, get to know someone. And I get people chatting like my mother. Oh, do you like tea or coffee? Oh, I'm just going to visit my uncle now. See you later. I mean, what the fuck is going on? You go on a dating site to meet people, not chat for 3 years. I'm sure they know enough about me to write a book. And I said to them, are you a man? Because you're talking like my granny. I said, are you a man? Yes, I'm a man. I don't have boobs. And those horrible emoticons, they piss me off. The smiley face emoticons where they're pissing out, crying, laughing, makes me angry. Grow up. So I just had a chat with an anonymous person that obviously doesn't meet and want to go out anywhere, so why bother? I mean, really. I just ended the conversation. They said, I said, I don't understand your sense of humour, I don't find it funny. And I just didn't answer them anymore. I don't find it funny. They said they've got a wicked sense of humour. It's not funny, it's sick. I've said that before, it's sick. It's borderline racist and abusive. I don't like it at all. I took Max out for a walk last night. We had a quiet, gentle, slow walk around the riverside. But it's like everything is staged. I don't see anyone, I don't talk to anyone, and I don't go anywhere with anybody apart from me. Sick of it. on with it. I'm not going to shout and sing songs in my flat with the noses in this world listening and stealing content while I'm sat in my flat broke with no carpet. Fuck off. They steal from you. They've been doing it since I left my ex-husband. They said they wanted to observe what I was doing. They didn't say they wanted to steal all my ideas and lock me up so I live alone for the rest of my life, did they? Well, they still talking every day. What's your favourite colour? Different profiles. What's your favourite colour? Do you like tea or coffee? What alcoholic drinks do you drink? What do you like wearing? What type of man would you like to go out with? And I said, well, aren't you supposed to be contacting me to go out? Why are you asking me what sort of man I like? And you're contacting me on a dating site. What are you on about? And people don't believe me. They say I'm mad. But that woman on Celebrity Jungle sounds like that pervert who was talking to me outside while I was walking my dog. But a female version of it. They strip me bare, they take the piss, and they just leave me with nothing. Nigel Farage, 1.5 million for going in the jungle. I'm sat here in my flat getting on benefits. I mean, fuck off. Leave me dry. The government cutting people's benefits, yeah? Nigel Farage getting 1.5 million working for the government. That's about the fucking reality of it, isn't it? That's the reality of this world. But I'm the enemy, you know, I'm trying to fight for the poor people in this country, but I'm the enemy. Because they don't want you to see what's really going on. A member of parliament burying his bottom in the jungle earning 1.5 million. Alexa, who is Nigel Farage?
Nigel Paul Farage is a British broadcaster and former politician who was leader of the UK Independence Party from 2006 to 2009 and 2010 to 2016 and leader of the Brexit Party from 2019 to 2021.
His second name is Paul. Nigel Paul Farage. Do you not think that a politician that bears his bottom in the jungle is good for this country? No, he's only going in there because he's getting £1.5 million. He's not stupid, is he? It's poor people. Is he going to share it with the poor people of this country? Because he obviously doesn't need the money. Is he? I don't think so. People called Princess Diana mad, insane, mental, but she actually was very intelligent, she was very kind, and she shared with the poor. She went out to the homeless and gave them stuff. So this mockery of Princess Diana is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. She didn't act childish, well, they're childish, aren't they now? Grabbing attention in the newspapers and on the TV, taking their clothes off and showing their old man's bottom. Alexa, how old is Nigel Farage?
Nigel Farage is 59 years old.
Do you think it's okay for a man that's nearly 60 to behave like a child and bare his bottom? A politician. Do you? Because I don't. I think these politicians should be helping the young people to have a future, not act like porn stars in a jungle. See you later.